Hello, Mother.
Hello, Vincent.
Thank you for doing this interview.
You're welcome.
I'm going to ask you a few questions about your lung cancer.
Okay.
What is the name of your lung cancer and what type of people get it?
BAC, bronchoalveolar carcinoma, and mostly women who have never smoked, and the biggest percentage are Asian women also.
Okay, what led you to be so proactive into basically finding out that you had cancer?
My dad died, and Grandma died 20 years ago. My dad died 6 years. And I went to my doctor, Dr. Fair, and I said, I told him everything. And he goes, I'm just going to do a CAT scan for you. I want you to have a CAT scan just to relieve your mind about everything. And then the tumor showed up. And from there, I just went forward.
What was it like to find out? What were your first thoughts?
Shock. Complete shock. And then complete acceptance in the same time frame. Because there's no sense in, and thank God for me, there's no sense in thinking, why should this not be happening to me? Because it was.
Then after that point, how did you eventually find your surgeon, Dr. McKenna, and how did you end up getting in contact with him?
So I called Dr. Guerin, and he happened to be the phenomenal guy connected to Dr. McKenna, and he said, you need to go to the best surgeon, and I said, and I thought I'd be at UCLA, and he said, no, it's Dr. Robert McKenna at Cedars-Sinai, but he said, he's the best. I go, you better connect me to the best, and he goes, he's the best.
What was it like going the day of the surgery?
Excuse me. I was calm. We went with Aunt Cindy and Dad, and we went early in the morning, sat there, waiting room, waiting. And, they prepared us for everything, how it was going to be. And they came out, the guy came out, he put his arm around me, you're too young to be here. And I was like, yes, that's what I think too.
How long did the procedure actually take?
I think it took about 3.5 hours, 4 hours.
And then what was Dr. McKenna invented this type of procedure.
Yeah, he's
Can
a
you
pioneer,
briefly
pioneer
describe
of VATS, V-A-T-S, video assisted thoracic surgery. Instead of doing a big old incision from under your breast all the way around to your back, it's little teeny incisions, 2 or 3. 2 for me. And then the chest tubes, which are little teeny ones, where they do the whole surgery in little teeny incisions, and is way better recovery.
More of a personal question. How come you withheld so much of the information of like how tragic sometimes cancer can be from your children? How come you kind of sugarcoated it?
Tissues? Oh. Why do you ask me that?
Curious. I mean, luckily you found out early enough that it wasn't actually that big of a deal for us.
Yes, because it's just hard. I was like,
was it?
In time.
So the hardest part was just time?
Yes, just time. But you know what? I was so determined to just like do whatever it took to get there, and I got there.
Yeah, that really showed, and you've actually become a pretty big advocate for establishing lung cancer communities, like how you did to find out your research.
Yeah.
You basically made it easier for people who have recently become but who become diagnosed,
recently.
Find it easier to find surgeons.
Well, I do a lot of lung cancer research kind of things to where the proceeds go to Cedars-Sinai. This is one of them. Kiss a Survivor.
Pull it more upward, not down. Not up, t-shirt up. There we go.
Kiss a Survivor that Jim, my husband, designed the logo. Karen Sutton and Jim came up with the idea. But anyways, we have sold over $500 so far for the shirt, and then another $3,000 of time that the Warner Brothers people have put into doing this volunteer.
What other type of fundraisers have you done?
Well, for Dr. McKenna, did, sorry, my eyes are like bugging me, did a art show at the Annenberg, my first year, and then did the wreath project for the last year. This is this year.
But, one last question.
Yes.
Who is your favorite son? Me or Max?
Are you kidding me? 50-50, Vince and Max. Bye.